Hello everyone. So in this video we will learn how to send WhatsApp messages on every new Stripe payment. So imagine this, a guy called as John has made a payment of let's say $100. Okay, so you want to send a WhatsApp message confirming the payment. Something like this, hey John, your payment of $100 has been received. So here you have two choices. The first choice is you can copy all the data from Stripe, manually create a message and send it on WhatsApp. Or you can just bring in some automation. So in this video we will be using Pabbly Connect to integrate Stripe and WhatsApp. So what Pabbly Connect will do is, anytime a new payment is generated in Stripe, it will automatically send a message on WhatsApp. Now this little integration can be done in very few steps. And the best part of using Pabbly Connect is there is no need for coding skills or programming knowledge. Let me show you on my screen.
Okay, so to begin the process, first type pabbly.com in your browser. Pabbly.com, press enter. Okay, so this is the website of pabbly.com. Here hover on products and here you will find the option called as connect. Click on connect and then just click on sign in. Okay, so this is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. As you can see, I already have made an account in Pabbly Connect. You can also build your own free account in just 2 minutes. Here, I would like to mention one more thing, that Pabbly Connect offers a plan where this integration can be tried out absolutely free. So you just have to clone the template of its workflow, which is available in the description box. Once you clone the template, you will get immediate access to this amazing workflow in your account. Okay, so scroll down and here you will find connect. Just click on access now. Okay, so at the top right corner, you will find a button, create workflow. Click this. A dialog box appears in front of you. It is asking you to give a name to this workflow. I'm going to give it as Stripe to WhatsApp. Stripe to WhatsApp. And then just click on create. Okay, so when you click on create, a window appears in front of you. This is called as the trigger window. So in the choose app, how about we make it as Stripe, because we want to send the data from Stripe. That is why. Okay, so now in the trigger event, how about we make it as new charge? Okay, so new charge is a trigger event. So your obvious question is, what is a trigger event? Trigger is basically a if statement. It asks a question, if the condition is met, what should be done? For example, if a new charge is made in Stripe, then what action should be taken by the system? Actually, there are many more trigger events like new customer, new invoice, new order, new refund, new plan, new coupon. All of them are a bunch of trigger events. Now in case if you want more triggers of your choice, you can make a request to our team at admin@pabbly.com for the specific trigger that you want to build. But at present, I just want to send the data when a new charge is made in Stripe. Okay, so basically the whole gist of the process is we are just trying to integrate Stripe to Pabbly Connect. So let us have a visit to our Stripe account. So this is my Stripe account. So to actually begin the integration process, here on the left side, you will find the option called as developers. Click this. Okay, so on the developers tab, you will find the option called as webhooks. Click this. Okay, so here we have to add a new endpoint. So I'm just going to click on add endpoint. Okay, so in the endpoint URL, you just remove the HTTP part and go to Pabbly Connect and copy this. This is the webhook URL or the endpoint you want. Copy this and paste it here. Okay, so we have entered the endpoint URL. Now let's check whether we have entered the correct URL. Yes, 3D3, yes, of course. Now in the description, we can leave it as empty. The version will remain same. Now coming to the part called as events to send. So how about we make it as charge succeeded. Charge succeeded. Okay, this one. Okay, so basically it will send the data only when a charge is succeeded. Then click on add endpoint. Okay, so as you can see, the webhook has been created. So basically this means that we have integrated Stripe to Pabbly Connect. This means anytime a new charge is succeeded in Stripe, Pabbly Connect has to capture the data. So as to ensure that Pabbly Connect captures this data, let me go to Pabbly Connect and let me just click on this button, capture webhook response. Click this. Okay, so it is showing it is waiting for the data. So what I'm going to do here is I'm taking you to Stripe. Okay, taking you to payments. So we are going to create a dummy payment. So click on create payment. So the payment is worth 100. What we change it as US dollars. Okay, so now in the customer, how about we make it as add new customer. So we are going to create a new customer. So this is the new customer. Okay, and this is the description. If we want, we can add some description, random description. And this is the country. The country is India. Okay. Okay, we have this is the address. The address line 2 is near Park. City is Bhopal. Okay, 462023. And this is the state, Madhya Pradesh. Okay, so these are the details. Okay, so let me just click on, if you want, we can add the language also, if you want, that is. The currency is US dollars. Okay, tax status, let's keep it as an, let's keep it as tax status as taxable. Okay, so we have added a customer, the description random, the statement descriptor as Pabli. So this is because my account belongs to this Pabli. Okay, so this is the card number, this is my CVV. Okay, so let me just click on submit payment. Okay, so a payment of $100 is made in Stripe. So let's have a look in Pabli Connect. Has it captured this data or not? Okay, so as you can see, it has captured some data. So as you can see here in the charge amount, it is showing it as $10,000. So which is not accurate. Our amount was $100. We may have to trim this 2 digits here. Okay, because the problem is it is not showing the decimal. And then we have the rest of the data. So where is our rest of the data? Okay, so it's not here, it's not here, it's not here. I mean, where is the customer information? So where is the customer information? Nope. Unfortunately, we don't have the customer information. So my point is, all the data of the customer is actually stored in an address. So let me take you to that address. Yes, this is the address. So basically in this whole address, you have the customer related information. So basically we have to retrieve all the data from it. Now to do that, all you have to do is just click on this plus button. Okay, so we are planning to retrieve the customer information in the Choose app. Let's again make it as Stripe. Okay, now in the action event, how about we make it as retrieve a customer? Then click on connect with Stripe. In the new credentials, we have to fill in the token. So to get the token, let's have visit to Stripe once again. Let me just remove this. Okay, let's again go back to developers, but this time let's go to API keys. Click this. Okay, so this is the secret key we want. So I'll just remove the privacy. Okay, copy this and simply paste it here. Okay, so we have entered our token. Just click on save. Okay, so when you click on save, a blank called as customer ID appears in front of you. Now all you have to do is click on this button. Okay, so when you click on this button, you will find all the data that we have received from Stripe. Now here you will just map in the customer ID. So this is your customer ID. Let me show you again, once again. So this is your customer ID. So basically you have to map this particular information here. Okay, so to do that, all you have to do is just click on this button and you will just find the customer ID. Or how about we just type here customer. Okay, so this is the customer ID we want. Okay, so we have got and mapped the customer ID. So when I click on save and send test request, it will fetch the data of this particular customer. So let me just do that. Let me just click on save and send test request. Okay, so this is the API response. As you can see, we have fetched all the data of the customer. So the city is Bhopal, the address line, the country is India. This is address line 194 Ashoka Vihar. The address line 2 is near Park. The postal code is this. The state is Madhya Pradesh. Okay, so the currency is US dollars. And this is the email, aaronmanuel1991@gmail.com. And of course, this is the phone number. Now, there is something else you should know about the phone number. WhatsApp accepts only this information. It rejects any phone number with this plus symbol. So basically we have to first remove this plus symbol. But unfortunately Stripe gives data in this along with this plus symbol. So basically we have to trim this information. Okay, we will deal with that later. Okay, so this is the name Aaron Manuel and this is the phone number. So we basically will be sending all the information to this particular phone number. So these are the rest of the details, address and all. Okay, the shipping address and billing addresses are same. So yes, we have got the data. So now we basically have to do two things. First of all, we have to trim this amount. Okay, this is the amount. Okay, the charge amount. So where is our charge amount? Okay, so nope. The charge amount was this, that is $100. Okay, so unfortunately it is showing it as $10,000. So basically we have to insert the decimal point. Now to do that, it's actually pretty easy. Just click on this plus button. Okay, so in the Choose app, how about we make it as API. and in the action event, how about we keep it as get? Okay, so now coming to this part called as the endpoint URL. So basically this is your endpoint URL. I'm just pasting my endpoint URL. So your obvious question is how I'm supposed to get that. So it's actually pretty easy. I will just add it in the description box. All you have to do is copy this endpoint URL from the description box and paste it here. Now of course you don't want any authentication. Now of course you don't want to add any header. Just set a parameter amount, and in the amount we're just going to map the amount. So the amount was 1000. Okay, so 10,000. So this is the amount. So when I click on save and send test request, it will trim this amount. Okay, so it will trim this amount into $100. Okay, so at present it is $10,000. It will trim this amount to $100. So let me just click on save and send test request. Okay, so as you can see, this is the amount, that is $100. Excellent. Now we have to do one more thing before we map all the details to Chat API WhatsApp. Okay, so as I mentioned before, let me just take you to the data. So this is the phone number. So where is our phone number? Okay, so nope. Yeah, this is our phone number. So as you can see, it does have this plus sign. Now WhatsApp has trouble taking in this plus sign. So basically we have to remove this plus sign. Now to do that, now to remove the plus sign, just click on this plus button. Another action window opens up. So in the choose app, how about we make it as text formatter? Text formatter is. Okay, so now in the action event, since we want to just remove a text, just make it as splitter text. Then click on connect with text formatter. Okay, so now we have to map the text that we want to split. So basically we just want to map the phone number. So this is the phone number. So we have mapped it. Now in the separator, we want to just remove the plus sign. So we have input the plus sign. Okay. Now in the segment index, how about we make it as all, and let's just click on save and send test request. Okay, so as you can see, we have the data without the plus sign. Okay, so basically now we are ready to map all the details into WhatsApp. So just click on this plus button. Okay, so in the choose app, how about we make it as Chat API? So we will be using Chat API to send WhatsApp messages. In the action event, how about we make it as send a message? Okay, so send a message is an action event. There are many more action events like create group, add participant to group, send file, send link, and all of them are action events. So just click on, so now in case if you want more action events according to your choice, you can make a request to our team at admin@pabbly.com to custom build an action event for you. So at present, I just want to send a message. So just click on connect with Chat API. In the new credentials, we have the API URL as well as the token. So to get the API URL as well as the token, let's have a visit to Chat API. So this is my Chat API account. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to copy this API URL, copy this and simply paste it here. Okay, so we have entered the API URL. Now coming to this part called as the token, I'm just going to copy all of it. Okay, and just paste it here. Okay, so I have entered the API URL. I have also entered the token. So let me just click on save. Okay, so when you click on save, a set of blanks has appeared in front of you. The purpose of these blanks is very simple. We are going to construct a message from the data that we have received from Stripe via Pabbly Connect. So in the contact group, we have to keep this as a blank only because we don't have any particular contact group. We are going to send individual messages. So I'm going to keep it as empty. I'm going to leave it as empty. Now coming to the phone number. So as you may remember, we want this phone number without the plus sign. So we are just going to map in the phone number, the formatted phone number. So I'm just going to scroll down to bottom, and this is the phone number we want. So we have mapped it. Now in the message, we are going to construct a message. Thanks for the payment. Thanks for the payment of, or how about like this? Hello. And we can just map in the name. So the name is Aaron, I think. Yeah, Aaron Manuel. Thanks for the payment of $100. Okay. Thanks for the payment of $100. Your product will be shipped to this address. Okay, so we can just map in the address. Okay, so the address was, I think, 194 something. Yeah, this is the address. Okay, and then we can enter the city. Okay, and of course we want India, IN city. No detail regarding the country, so we can ignore it. Yeah, we do have the country. I'm sorry. Hello, Hello, Aaron Manuel. Thanks for the payment of $100. Your product will be shipped to this address. Okay, so that's sufficient. Okay, so let me just click on save and send test request. So when I just click on save and send test request, it will send this message on WhatsApp. So let me just do that. Okay, so the API response is showing that the message has been sent. So let's have a look in WhatsApp. Oh yes, we do have the message. So it reads like, "Hello, Aaron Manuel. Thanks for payment of $100. Your product will be shipped to this address, Ashoka Vihar, Bhopal, India." Excellent. So the presence of this message in WhatsApp shows that we have successfully integrated Stripe and WhatsApp with help of Pabbly Connect. So how about we double check the integration if it's working fine or not? But before we do that, let me explain you the whole mechanism in a nutshell. So here I'm going to minimize all of my action windows. Also, I'm going to minimize my trigger window. Okay, so this is my trigger window. Okay, so basically this is the whole process in a nutshell. So first of all, you have integrated Stripe to Pabbly Connect, and then you have retrieved the information of a customer, and then you have used the API just to trim the amount from $10,000 to $100, and then you have used the text formatter. The reason we have used the text formatter is we don't want the plus sign in front of the phone number, so we have removed the plus sign. Now we have used another action window to integrate Chat API to Pabbly Connect to send the WhatsApp message. So now there is a perfect flow of data between Stripe and Chat API. I mean WhatsApp messaging. Okay, so how about we double check if our integration is working? So how about we make one more payment? So let me just click on create payment. Okay, so this time it's 200. And how about make it as US dollars? The customer, I'm going to add a new customer. So the name of the customer is Tom Cruise. Okay, so this is his information. Okay, so this is my phone number and this is the address. We're just planning India again. So this is the address, Aruna Villa. Okay, and this is the address line 2, Green Park. The city is Mysore. Postal code, some random postal code 462024. The state is, let's give it as Madhya Pradesh. Okay, so the language is English, and then the currency is US dollars. Okay, tax status is taxable. Okay, so we have filled in the information. The description is random. Okay, let me just add a customer. The description is random. The statement is Pabbly. So this is again my card information, and this is the CVV. Let me just click on submit payment. Okay, so a payment of $200 is successful. So let's have a look into Tom Cruise WhatsApp messaging, WhatsApp messages, whether he has received a message from Stripe, from Pabbly Connect. Yes, this is the message. So our integration is working absolutely fine. This means anytime a new payment or a new charge is succeeded in Stripe, it will be reflected as a message on WhatsApp.
Not just these two apps, you can integrate up plenty of applications using Pabbly Connect. If you have any queries, contact us at admin@pabbly.com. Our dedicated team members will help you to automate your workflows. Or better, just visit our website www.pabbly.com. It's awesome. Thanks.